Can you believe that? This servo's not even that old, they're not. It's buggered already. You hear it? That's a steering one, you know. Can you believe that? Can't believe it. Alright, we're gonna try the servo on my barger just to eliminate any issues. So we're gonna plug the servo in just in case. I know it is the servo, but you know, there's no harm in just making sure, double checking. Alright, see it? Turn my radio on. Yeah, we're using the Fly Sky there, Fly Sky. Alright, radio's turned on. Hear it there? That is definitely, see here? I'm not even touching, look, I'm not even touching that. Look at that. That's the throttle servo, you see it there? So that is definitely a mechanical issue with that. That is a mechanical problem, that, definitely. Alright, let's turn that off. Alright, I'm going to get this apart now. I'm going to take it apart and see what's going on inside it. I'm guessing it's probably some stripped gears. Because I bought this, it was last year I bought this, 2020, but it was this year when I put it on the car, on the X2. And I've even used the car I've already used it a handful of times, you know. Yeah, I've already been out of it a handful of times. It shouldn't have died just like that. Yeah, someone said in the group chat, as I was asking on the group chat, if RC models actually stock these gears, and no one has been able to answer my question. One guy said they're cheap enough just to buy a new one, these servos. But the thing is, £54 is not cheap. To him it might be cheap, but to me, £54 is not cheap. I'm just a normal working man, you know. I can buy a new one, but I try to run this hobby on a budget. So if I can, I will try and save a few pounds here and there, if I can. I do try. I just put them over there so we don't get these mixed up.
Any further declarations that I have to make, I will, if any, I will be advised upon by the board. Guys, but she talks about housing costs. Mr. Speaker, normally when people don't want to incriminate themselves, they go, no comment.
So the two screws at the top are slightly shorter.
Well, let's explore this a bit further, Prime Minister. Let's ask
And there are washers on them.
This is the initial invoice, Prime Minister, initial invoice. Either the taxpayer paid the initial invoice.
Never showed you, but that capped area, that's odd. That's even got RC model sticker on it. I don't know why. And yeah, strange that. Ain't like if RC models make the servos. I don't know why it's got their sticker on it. A bit strange. Alright, here we go. Do you know I'm gonna try and zoom in? Alright, here we are.
That's a win for you now, is it? Yeah, it's lying. I mean, he's spending 850 quid on wallpaper, lying through his teeth about it to all and sundry, and it's really upsetting the people I don't like, even though he's lying to me as well, and they can see through it. But
Do you know what? Somehow I don't think that gear is that gear supposed to turn.
clever and correct.
Let's get this apart and have a look.
And he's lying to me,
Because that turns that.
making me look stupid and ignorant.
If I hold,
He's making
look,
it
right.
very hard to argue with the idea that
If I hold this still,
that I
that one is turning, but
is actually
I don't
Boris
think
Johnson.
that's supposed to turn somehow.
But
Let's
he's
investigate.
my guy, and he's got my vote. And that's why it's not politics, this, is it? It's psychology. I hesitate to use the C word, but it's cultish, with an L. I don't see how else you can account for it. Yeah, love it.
Don't want to get these things mixed up.
And the people who know he's lying are getting really cross. And, oh. So just tell him, give me a call, don't be shy.
So these gears look alright. I can't see no teeth
Hang on to it now. 03456
broken anywhere.
73. Philip's in Cambridge. Philip, what would you like to say?
The teeth all look alright to me.
Thanks for taking my call. You're very welcome.
I've got three basic reasons, and one involves a very guilty secret of my own. I'm someone who dislikes him intensely and likes to think he's seen through the whole thing from the start. But I think he did the long-term work setting up his current status by his apparent dislike of politics. It's a cultural British thing about liking a laugh, all the TV stuff he did. I think that laid the groundwork for people just liking.
See that there? Is that?
Then people climbed on.
Somehow I don't think that is supposed to turn like that, you know.
I continually point out the facts too, but they'll never give him up no matter what. But the third thing
That don't look right to me, you know.
as much as I dislike him,
Let's try and zoom in.
something about him
I don't know whether that is qualifies as a guilty secret, but I think actually it probably does.
Is it because I had a teddy bear when I was young?
There's something Paddingtonian about him, isn't there? There's something a little. Except, I mean, only.
So I think that is the issue, you know. Look.
Obviously, Paddington was lovely, and he, you know, I mean, apart from hiding the odd marmalade sandwich, he was a paragon.
But you know what? I've got another one of these servos that burnt out
Sort of a little bit, you know,
some time ago, so I'm gonna open that one and have a look.
Billy Bunter was an unsympathetic character. I mean, I don't share your feelings.
So there's this one here.
I have empathy with you, if not with him, and I do think
That one's got the same sort of. I think they're crimped.
what he gets away with in his personal life as well.
So that's the same as that one. It's fitted the same way. It looks like it's pressed in. But that one is solid. See, that one's not turning like that one. So that's the issue. So this has to be a manufacturing issue, because that should not be loose like that. I'm guessing it's probably cheaper for the company to produce it like this than to make it out of one piece of metal, I guess. Yeah, this is a manufacturing issue. Right, we're gonna open the other one. We're gonna get the other one opened up now. Right, so here's the other one. This one is an electrical problem. This one does not work at all. No bus, nothing. So we're gonna open up this one to see if it's the same. I guess it isn't. So hopefully maybe I can salvage some parts out of it. Hopefully I can do a transplant, as they will call it. So let's get this open. Let's try and do a servo transplant. Alright, let's put that over there so we don't get mixed up.
What the hello there, hummingbird. I was just doing a bit of online shopping. Oh, using top cashback. I wasn't. Great reminder. You're right. I did earn £300 last year. Indeed. What to spend my cashback on? What's wrong with my jumper? Thousands of top UK brands pay us when you shop.
Alright, so here it is.
Find your BMW electric. Discover more at your local BMW centre or search
See, when I hold that,
UK.
that is not spinning like that other one.
In the water, but forget the pasta. When you need breakfast, but can't get out of bed. When you forget to pick up the dog food. And for when life gives you lemons.
You see, that is not spinning.
Gorillas will bring the sugar in minutes. Download Gorillas
Alright, so here's the,
in minutes. Use the
here it
code
is,
BAR
other
to
one.
get
Look.
£10 off your first 4 orders. Minimum spend of £20. T&Cs apply. Please check availability in your
Alright, if I hold that,
Gorillas, faster than you. It was just another day in a
yeah, it's not spinning, see? Alright, check this out. So look, if I hold that, that gear there, it don't turn. But if I get this one now, hold that one, look, you see it spinning. You see it? So let's get this apart. So that's the issue. It's got to be, it must be a manufacturing issue. Because that gear, it shouldn't really be like that. You see, there's the good one.
Carried out that gross violation was simply to cause a distraction from the many difficulties that the UK
See it there? It's tight. It's not spinning.
So I'm not going to be drawn into that.
Tight, man.
What I will say is this: do I urge the UK government to plan ahead? Do I
So here's the dodgy one.
to take the actions that are necessary in order to meet the challenge of coronavirus? I've done that time after time from this platform, and I'm very happy to repeat it again today. Now, we've also been told by another source,
You see it there? See how it comes off?
sports industry, that they've been
See that?
plan for further restrictions in January.
And that shouldn't do that.
About this, and Mark
So what we're going to do, we're going to do a transplant.
further measures
We're going to do a servo transplant and change the gears over.
to plan for what might be coming our way. Planning.
Here with Jack Foster, LBC's
Right, here we go. Let's do this servo transplant.
the Omicron variant, which I've only just learned to say without getting it wrong. Jack, far away.
It took me a while as well.
So we're going to take this one out and put that one in there.
We've had briefings in
Alright, here we go.
Parliament really like this over the past few weeks in Scotland, and every time
Pull that out.
the backdrop of rising Omicron cases and the looming threat of tighter restrictions. But today's
Take that out.
did feel like a real moment. She said, Nicola Sturgeon said that the purpose was to level with you about what we know about Omicron, saying that we face a severe
I'm
challenge,
going to put that one in.
a potential tsunami of infections. She said that it's the rise in Omicron.
See, that's the good one there.
Potentially the fastest exponential growth we've seen in the pandemic so far, expecting it to take over Delta within days.
Do you know what?
So, yes,
As I said, I could have bought a new one, but
This is a
if I can save a few pound, why not? If I can save myself a couple of pound here and then, why not?
Most of the cases will be mild, but the bigger the number,
That's what this hobby's all about, man.
percentage going into hospital is going to pose
If you can save a bit of money,
a real risk.
do it.
There was something 2020 in the early part of this year. Essentially, she's saying that if this variant turns out to be less severe, a huge number of cases will still put huge pressure on the health service and the economy. Just
Drop that in,
by the sheer
then put this in
number of
now.
people impacted by it. So a small percentage impacted would still be a large number of people. By way of example, she said that around 60 ScotRail trains have been cancelled today due to staff shortages, which were down to Omicron. And probably most disappointingly for most, and the one that will be attracting most of the headlines in Scotland, is that she's asking people to defer Christmas parties, which, as you'd imagine, has not gone down well with hospitality.
I think we've done it, man.
Trade body say it's a heavy,
A successful
after the last 2 years.
transplant.
Restaurants were saying the smaller that they've seen
Alright, let's get this back together now.
already, that's likely to have increased, making many people anxious and worried about everything else that goes along with that. I asked her about all of those often unseen impacts of restrictions, like the undiagnosed illnesses, the mental health problems, loneliness and so on, which many will be concerned about as the possibility of tighter rules come back. Nicola Sturgeon, though, said that that is all taken into consideration.
So if you can see it, but it looks like there is a bit of corrosion there on that circuit board. So
Contacts of any positive COVID cases in Scotland
Spray some contact cleaner in there. Clean it out. Also, actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this back up and put some of this around it. It's worth a try. It might keep the water out. So I found a bit of corrosion in there. So we'll put some of this around.
Rated excellent on Trustpilot. This is the sound of mechanic Terry making tax digital with Sage. Receipts snapped. Invoices sent. VAT sorted. Be ready to boss making tax digital.
I've got some work in there.
Sage accounting software at sage.com.
We use it on the battery posts.
Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah, I found a line on the floor at work. I recycled it. Let's put some of this in the circuit board.
It was just another day in another week for Jenny. But as she listened to the radio, she was suddenly filled with an urge to escape. So Jenny pressed the green button and flew to Ireland's wild Atlantic way. She met the friendly locals of Cork's famous English market, indulged in the delicious fresh seafood.
Hopefully we'll protect it
Explored the dramatic coastlines and
if water just get in.
landscapes of Donegal. Press the green button and fly to Ireland's wild Atlantic way this winter. Just over an hour from London's Stansted Airport.
We're ticking all the boxes. Looking for set ships and how we drive? Tick. Don't want to drive long distances? Tick. What's a great work-life balance? Tick.
I don't know if you can see that there.
Category C license.
A non-melting, waterproofing and insulating silicon compound for ignition systems and electronics equipment.
Every day.
Do you know what? It feels just like Vaseline, you know, that's what it feels like, Vaseline.
Smooth dram with friends and enjoy the full flavour of every moment. It's been too long. Drop by for a Bales. Please drink responsibly. No matter how busy we are,
Put some around the casing as well.
our lives each day by spending quality time together or spending time giving back. However you spend each day with debit MasterCard, spend it doing what matters most to you. Because a life well spent is truly priceless. Learn more at mastercard.co.uk.
It doesn't matter which energy supplier you're with. Everyone's feeling the
I think it
pressure
goes
right
that way, I don't think it really
now. And if you're
matters.
struggling with your bills, the British Gas Energy Trust is here. With independent financial advice and support. We've supported over 500,000 people since 2004. So whoever supplies your energy, if you need to talk, we're here for you. British Gas.
Right, let's wipe my hands.
Search British Gas Energy
Alright, let's get some rag.
subject to eligibility.
Leading Britain's conversation. LBC. With Sheila Fogarty.
If you haven't got through yet, or haven't called yet, please do on 03456060973 to carry on our conversation around what the politics of this week, the events of this week, to be specific, and the investigations ongoing about that Christmas party, the question marks over what Boris Johnson has said.
Do you know what I should have put?
An independent advisor, independent commissioner.
I forgot.
investigating the funding of his
The
family
main
service.
point where I should have put some grease is just in there as well.
With your voting intentions, your attitude towards the Conservative Party, your attitude towards Boris Johnson as the leader of the Conservative Party. Really mixed views coming in so far. 03456060973.
Let's put some grease around there.
Just before I get back to your calls, we're going to continue them after 2, by the way, is what I meant to say if you haven't got through yet, so do keep calling. I just want to return to the story of the controversial Cambo oil field development off Shetland. The firm behind it is pressing pause on the project. Siccar Point Energy's decision comes a week after Shell, we talked about it last week, Shell pulled out of the North Atlantic development completely. And Siccar Point said Shell's announcement
timescale. Let's get more on this from Tessa Khan, Director of Uplift, which is coordinating the Stop Cambo campaign. So kind of
even more so than Shell's withdrawal of its
Put a bit of
investment
grease in there.
last week. I mean, the fact that it's paused the development means that effectively, you know, it's off the table for now. So it certainly
Let's
looks
put these
as
screws
though
in there.
it's very unlikely to go ahead. That said, you know, the UK government is the body that ultimately signs off on whether or not oil and gas projects are approved, and the government has been conspicuously missing in action. And you know, in our view, it means more than ever the UK government has got to get on the front foot and accept that this is an industry, you know, as the impacts of climate change continue to hit home, as the economics of these projects get worse, as the science becomes clearer that we've got to keep oil and gas in the ground, it's an industry that is in inevitable decline, and the government's got to get on the front foot and plan and manage a transition those workers and those communities who rely on the industry.
you mentioned the UK government, but the Scottish government hasn't explicitly ended its support for possible exploration, has it?
Well, Nicola Sturgeon has certainly come out recently and made it clear that she doesn't think that the Cambo oil field should be given the green light. So, you know, they've expressed a view in relation to Cambo. But you're right that, you know, Cambo is one of 30 new oil and gas projects that are due for approval in the next few years. And the Scottish government, like the UK government, is sitting on the fence about this. And that doesn't give, you know, the industry, its workers, investors, the
Yeah, why
certainty that
spend
they
money
require to really
where you
fund
don't
the
have to?
transition, which is what is inevitable.
Hopefully I've saved myself a few pounds.
Those who would still wish to see drilling there, not least this company that's pressed pause for now, I guess. I mean, who knows what will happen in the longer term. They say it is still a necessary part of our energy security for now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that is a misrepresentation of what this field would actually contribute, certainly domestically. We know that 80% of our crude oil that is produced in the UK, which is what Cambo would produce, is sold on global markets. It doesn't go to meeting domestic demand for oil and gas in the UK. The other thing that we also have to keep in mind is that there are already hundreds of oil and gas fields that are currently producing in the North Sea. So not approving Cambo doesn't mean that we suddenly don't have access to oil and gas. It just means that we're not locking ourselves in to expanding oil and gas production.
And gently apply
Alright,
try to
let's plug this servo in,
find technology.
see if it works now. We're gonna plug it in now.
Electric Jaguar I-Pace with extras that include a
See if this thing
free
works. It should work.
and a free smart home charger. Peace of mind has never been so exhilarating. Search approved used Jaguar I-Pace or contact your local retailer. Offer applicable to I-Pace approved used vehicles purchased before 31st of December. Subject to eligibility. Participating retailers only.
Turn the radio on.
Supply. I love lights at Christmas. Warm candles, twinkling fairy lights, the gleam of the star on top of the tree, and the green festive glow of my local BP M&S food store. That's where I pick up my treats.
Alright.
Like buy one, get one free on a range of scrumptious snacks.
With amazing deals across the
See it there?
late opening hours to our people. Right at your Christmas with BP. Every day.
We're working.
Offers end for the January representative. Seasonal supply subject to availability. bp.co.uk.
We are working. Results. See that? I saved myself some money. That's what life's all about, man. That's what this hobby's about. If you can save yourself a few pounds, result. I hope this helps other people out there as well. So if you got any burnt out servos, especially the brand name ones, don't throw them away. Keep them because you can use them and salvage certain parts out of them.
It was just another day in another week for Jenny. But as she listened to the radio, she was suddenly filled with an urge to escape. So Jenny pressed the green button and flew to Ireland's mild Atlantic way. She met the friendly locals of Cork's famous English market.
But what I'm going to do,
The delicious fresh
someone recommended I change these servos over because these high-tech ones are a lot stronger. So someone recommended I put the high-tech one on the steering and put the Savox one on the throttle. So that's what we're going to do.